What's good, y'all? KJ Media 100. I'm gonna talk about a topic that is near and dear to my heart. As a young man, I went through it numerous times. I know a lot of men are going through this. Breakups. She's broken up with you. Now what? I'm gonna cut straight to the chase. If she breaks up with you, what you better not do is reach out to her. And I want you to take it with a grain of salt because it's hard. It's hard. It's hard not to reach out. It's very, very, very hard. If you don't reach out to her, more than likely, she's gonna reach out to you first. That always happens. It always happens. Women always come back. Hell, men do too, but women really, really, really always come back. I know I'm asking for a lot by saying that. I know you silly mother ain't gonna listen anyway. If you do hit her up, keep it all positive. Never, never get negative. Never, never, never blame her for anything. Never, 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 never call out her name. Just don't do it. So to avoid all that with your emotional ass, just don't hit her up. Take the time to think to yourself, all right? Just think to yourself. Go one day at a time. Think about becoming a better person. Maybe you need to work more. Take your mind off of things. Maybe you need to go play some ball, play some video games, whatever. What I don't want you to do is go and look for another chick, all right? You may seem like, hey, well, KJ, how am I gonna get over this chick? I need to get a new one. That's just gonna add to your problems. You're gonna end up crushing another woman because, listen, women always come back. They always come back. So you're gonna end up just crushing the next chick. All right? Nobody deserves to be manipulated or played with, all right? I think it's 60-40. 60% of men are probably gonna reach out to her. Yeah, they're probably gonna reach out to her. All right, say you're one of the 40% who don't reach out to her at all. You're going through all the emotions, anger. Now you're sad, thinking about memories. You lay in bed going to sleep, and then suddenly a thought pops into your head of what y'all did the last time y'all was laying in bed. You know what happens, we all human. I say the average time to get over a person, month to 2 months. Month to 2 months, you know? And when I say 2 months, I don't mean like every night you're going to sleep crying. Like, after a couple of weeks to a month, you should be good. The memories shouldn't hurt no more, but you're still thinking about them. After about a month, after another month, making 2 months, you're probably not even gonna think about it no more. All right? Now, like I said, women always come back. I told you, we're in a season of women exposing themselves. Check out some of these videos of women exposing themselves about always coming back.
After they reject you, come back. All right, I need you to go ahead and watch this entire video. Number one, it's because she's afraid. So sometimes a man's pace can scare a woman. It can make her feel like, oh, he's moving too fast or he's moving too slow. I'm not sure. And because of fear, women will reject. And then they think about it after a period of time and like, well, he was the best thing that had happened. Maybe I'm wrong. And then they come back. Second reason is because she's toxic. Can't say it any other way. And toxic women tend to be A, dramatic, and B, egotistical, okay? And when they operate from a place of ego, when those women want to be desired. They don't really care about you. They just want a roster of men that want them. And so when they see you moving on, they don't want you to move on. They want you to stay on them. So they'll literally get back in your good graces to reject you again.
Listen, fellas, pay attention to what kind of woman you got, all right? I think it was interesting when she talked about the pace. You know, sometimes a person can move too fast. That's usually in the beginning, like it's the first month or so and the person is moving super, super, super fast. That will scare anybody, male or female, all right? Most of the time when you're talking about pace, the guy's moving too slow. You know, fellas, we trying to slow our roll. We trying to keep this thing going for as long as possible without putting a title on it. Without making you my girlfriend, without giving up too much, without moving in. yada, yada, yada. Lots of men like to take things slow, you know, and a lot of times that can frustrate a woman, make her feel unhappy, all right? And let's say she bounces, and of course, better be 2 weeks, 1 month, 2 months, 3 months from now, she realized that, wait a minute, these mother effers ain't in these streets right now. I just stay with homeboy. Hey, big head. Remember what I said. All right. You should know if your girl is toxic. If your girl is toxic, I'll slap the shit out of you, boy, if you take her back. Yeah, that's that young ninja shit. You do not take back no toxic woman. Let her go. Let her go. Let's check out some more videos of women exposing themselves by letting us all know that women always come back.
Always going to come back. In my case scenario, when he didn't, after 3 years of no contact, I decided to reach out to him instead. Once the new boyfriend and I broke up, I then did not even shed a tear over him, but instead, I then started mourning that relationship with Brad that I had never healed from or taken the time to entirely process. And this is 3 years later at this point after not staying.
She feels the impact of your.
So there you go. This woman said 3 years. 3 years. She done got rid of no new dude. And said, you know what? You ain't like Brad. So I'm gonna break up what you get back with Brad. Listen. Let's keep in mind what I'm telling you guys. I said don't hit her up. Most of you are gonna hit her up anyway. But let's say she hits you back. And you're like, you know what? I'm gonna entertain this. Maybe I'll think about getting back with you. If she's with any other dude, you better not get back with her. If your lady, when I say with another dude, I don't mean just dating. I don't mean going out on a dinner date or something. If she was intimate with another man, do not get back with her. Do not get back with her. Farewell. Back to the streets you go. All right? Back to the streets you go. All right? Now, if she was just bored, been on a dinner date or two, but just being lonely and stuff, think about it. You know, think about it. Because like it's 50-50. It's 50-50. You know? I suggest you never to take him back. But it's 50-50. If she was messing around these streets with other dudes, you better not take her back. Secondly, what that woman said in a video before this about toxic. If she's toxic, you do not take her back. And toxic could mean anything. She's just bratty, immature. Tell toxic as in she cheated on you. You definitely better not take her back. But this is why I said don't hit them back. Or you better not hit her up saying I want you back. The most I give you is to ask for closure. Maybe some weeks have passed by, months have passed by, and you just want to know what you did wrong, just so you can improve you for your next situation, help you work on yourself. Maybe you already know. If you already know what you did wrong or what happened, then use that as a closure. But if it's one of those things where she just bounced, you're like, what the fuck? Everything was going good. I mean, after about a month or so, and you ask her for closure, she either give it or not. If she doesn't give it, that's your closure right there. She wasn't the right person for you. All right? But if you don't hit her up at all, she's gonna come back and hit you up, whether it be a month, maybe 3 years. 3 years is wild. But look at this next video. A woman trying to get back into a man's good graces after 8 years. Check this out.
You know what's worse than Sunday scaries? Saturday scaries. I messaged a guy that I did not talk to for like 8 years. Literally like hooked up with him like 8 years ago. And I randomly thought about him. Like, you know, like when you're single at like 28, you start thinking about, oh, maybe from the past, like this is a good guy. Yeah, no, this is what went down. First I messaged him, hey stranger. He said, sorry, who's this? I said, Leah Bars. And then when I said, well, I said Leah, haha. And then I said Bars. And then when I sent Bars, it didn't say delivered. So I was like, did he block me? So then I did this. I went to his Venmo and I sent him $1 and I said, did you block me? And then Then he unblocked me and said, what's up? This is random. And I said, well, why did you block me? He said, why are you texting me? I said, whoa, I don't know, to catch up. He's like, it's been 8 years. I said, I didn't know people couldn't talk again. My bad. He was like, I have a wife and kids now. Plot twist, my bad. He said, think you're a weirdo. I said, right back at ya. And then the conversation just ended, and honestly woke up mortified. Simply mortified.
She got a little salty at the end.
You have that are similar or
Right back at
so
you.
it makes me feel better about.
Yo, if you're a man that's worth that mustache in your face, they're gonna come back. They're gonna come back. Now remember what I always say, nothing's 100% in this world, all right? But 90% of the time, if you're a dude that has something going for himself, got your head straight, you out here doing things, they coming back. You saw this example from 8 years, 3 years, and the other one, she was soaking in general, you know, about a month or so. What I absolutely don't want you guys doing is blowing up her phone, blowing up her text messages. Because if you really are trying to get this woman back, that's just gonna push her away. You know? She gives you an answer you don't like. You don't wanna do none of that. That's young ninja mistakes. You don't wanna do none of that. Don't do none of that, yo. So if you got any value out of this video today, hit me with a like, hit me with a subscribe. Your boy's on a road to 1K. Trying to get to 1K. All right, KJ Media 100. I'm out.